Hi there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your soulmate reading. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I hope it wasn't too chaotic or stressful. um, I know for me personally, it was a bit of both, but it's now going into the new year, this new time, this new energy. So, so for your soulmate reading, I'm going to be doing a past and present and future reading for you, and then I'm going to do a past, present, future reading for your soulmate and find out the connections that are happening. So up first, okay, Sag, I have your past. So we're going to take a look here at your past. So this is really what's influencing or was influencing you in a way. And we have the Mary Lude or Mary Lude. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay. Wow. That must be like one of those like pagan things. High priestess energy here. You got the like black tree and the white tree. So yeah, definitely high priestess here. Okay. Oh no, my book got wet. That's all right. So the intuition that's happening right now, um, for you. I can definitely tell you've got a lot on your mind. You know, you're really trying to process everything. The High Priestess embodies deep intuition and sacred knowledge. This card signifies a strong connection with the subconscious and the divine feminine. It encourages trusting oneself, highlighting sensitivity, purity, and high moral values. Okay, you definitely were not around a lot of people that were being sensitive towards you, okay, Sagittarius, or they weren't really expressing like high moral values around you. I'm not saying, like when I think about purity, I'm not saying like, you don't have to be like a saint, okay? But I think people were like trying to make it seem like even if you did one thing for yourself, you were automatically like a villain or automatically like a bad guy. You weren't, like they put you on a pedestal, Sagittarius, and like the high priestess often has this like everyone has this like misconception that like the high priestess is like supposed to take like this high moral ground, but it's like you do that, Sagittarius, but it's like when you do that, it's almost getting like twisted to like that's the bad thing. So people want you to be good, but then when you're good and you're expressing like high moral values, they're like, you're bad. So it's like, how can you be bad if you're expressing high moral values? And also, if you do something like, I want to say, have a drink, right? A glass of wine, a beer, but you're doing it around like really, you're doing it around addicts, you're doing it around alcoholics, like that are like severe level here where they haven't even, they don't even want to do any of the recovery work or any of the steps, or they just are like in denial about it. It's like the worst thing in the world, right? Especially when you're like, okay, like this is making things awkward. You know what I'm saying? Because their behavior is just like really annoying. Okay. So when you're around people like that, it's sort of like nothing you do or say, you're going to win, right? So the high priestess in reverse suggests hidden agendas and secrets. And that's really what you were dealing with, Sagittarius, on Christmas Eve. I feel like very strongly. I feel like on Christmas, you decided you were going to like stay away from that sort of energy, because why would you want to be in that energy back to back? And now people are like looking at you as like some kind of like bad guy or bad person because you chose the higher ground. And it's like, yeah, but you're all like acting out and like it's not fun to be around that. So it indicates a disconnection from intuition, leading to withdrawal and silence. This card warns of selfishness, a shallowness, and ignorance, often leading to misunderstandings. Okay, so again, it's like people are painting you as the one who is disconnecting from them and calling you selfish and calling you shallow, but really you were in a room full of fools. You were in a room full of people that have been disconnected for a very long time, but they're like, oh, this is like what we share in common. This is what holds us together, is all this disconnection. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, just someone as intuitive as you, Sagittarius. They're all like lying to each other basically, and you're like the only truthful, honest one in the room. Okay, so naturally they want to attack you. So I love how this came in for your past, because I really do feel strongly you were just in that energy. Okay, so let's take a look here at card number 2. This symbolizes a present situation. This card reflects your current state, challenges, and essence of the question or situation at hand. Oh, okay, 6 of Gifts. Oh, I love this. Yeah, I think presently you're giving presents. I love how this ties in very well. Yeah, you definitely were, or you are still very giving, very generous of your time and your energy. You have a lot of love to give. Okay. There's on the tree is like a little ornament of justice, the scales on there, the Libra energy, the justice scales energy. So maybe that ties into your soulmate. Maybe that ties into your moon energy. The high priestess represents very moon energy, very divine feminine energy. So that could be incorporated here. Yeah, wow, 6 of Gifts. Okay. Okay, so this translates, I believe, gifts are cups. No, gifts are not cups. I'm sorry. Gifts are pentacles, I believe. Okay, so I lost the dang book for this deck, but I'm using like the traditional tarot deck. So, book. All right, so 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles represents the flow of resources and support. Something you're always constantly doing. You're always giving resources. You're always giving support. Who is giving support to you, Sagittarius? That is the question. Now, emphasizing the act of giving and receiving, it highlights generosity and charity, underscoring the importance of sharing wealth and helping others in times of abundance. Okay, and that is what you have been doing. Okay, you have been giving in abundance. You have been helping others. Now, in reverse, this card points to issues around reciprocity and fairness. It suggests a need for self-care amidst one-sided generosity. And that, I think, Sagittarius ties really well into like this need for you to have self-care and or the presence of strings attached to help offered. That's what, yeah, like there's always strings attached to to people who are saying, like, it's almost like if you want to take some time for yourself, Sagittarius, if you want to give to yourself, it's like there's strings attached. Like, it's like someone is pulling the strings on you. Like, you can't give to yourself, so to speak. It's not like you're saying, okay, well, I'm giving you all this, but you have to give me this. It's like, that's not what this is. So it's really playing in here to the warning against imbalances of power and control. Again, that's why you have the scale here. Someone is trying to control your time and tip the scales out of balance here, okay, which is not at all fair to you, okay, Sagittarius. So moving into your future, I have for you the Knight of Good Cheer. Oh, I love this. And he has a card with a heart on it. Someone does love you so much, okay, Sagittarius, and they may have written you a love card, a love note, love letter, a love message, whatever, love text, whatever, and you're reading it, or you could have given this card to someone. Okay, so let's take a look at the Knight of Good Cheer. This is very tied in very well with your emotions, because you need this emotional balance right now for yourself. Huge, big time. Okay, like, we're talking big picture. Okay, the Knight of Cups is the epitome of a romantic dreamer. Embodying okay, everybody, are you listening? All right, I feel like you just want to shout it from the rooftops, like, I need some time to myself. I don't know what everyone's like not understanding about this. Embodying creativity, charm, and the pursuit of beauty. He represents following the heart with imagination and grace, often seen as a figure of proposals and grand romantic gestures. Wow. Okay, so this could be your soulmate definitely coming in here saying, here's some emotional space and time for you. Okay, Sagittarius, because I know you were giving, and now you're like, okay, I need some time to myself, right? I need some self love. I need some self care. I need some peace and quiet. Okay. Now, in its reverse position, this card suggests emotional validity, volatileness, like basically being someone being emotionally volatile to you, and the pitfalls of an overactive imagination. Okay, it warns of moodiness and disappointment, highlighting potential issues with jealousy and unrealistic expectations. Okay, so hopefully you have already sort of like blocked out that energy, and hopefully you are not dealing with that right now, Sagittarius. Okay, but if you are, okay, if you're one of those Sags that are dealing with that, okay, so we're gonna find out because we have your soulmate here. We're gonna call on your soulmate energy, okay, your soulmate's energy here, and we're gonna find out kind of like what they're doing, what they're going through, and how it corresponds with your energy. Okay, so we're gonna find out what their past energy is all about. Wow, Two of Wands, a journey. Okay, they're looking ahead at this journey, at this world that they're holding in front of them. Okay, so I feel like the world here is playing a huge role in your relationship. I feel like the world energy is something that maybe is connecting you both together. Okay, that being said, I do actually have the world card, and I wanted to show you, Sagittarius, and I feel like it is meant for your reading. So here you go. Here's the world card for you. Okay. It's from my cute little kawaii deck. Okay. So the world is tying you two together, and the number 21, right? So 1 plus 1 is 2. You plus your soulmate. Okay. Yeah, the number 2 for sure. This is definitely a twin flame soulmate energy connection here. Okay, so let's see what the Two of Wands is talking about in regards to your soulmate's past. Oh, you know what? Maybe they actually went on the journey already, you know? Or that's how you met. Maybe they decided to send a proposal to you. That's a whole new journey. Okay. The Two of Wands embodies foresight in the early stages of planning. Okay, so that's already been done. It suggests a phase of progress where decisions pave the way for discovery and adventure. I feel like choosing you, Sagittarius, is their like discovery, is their adventure, the adventure of your relationship. This card often signals the start of a journey or the expansions of horizons. Now, this has begun already. Okay, this has been set in motion. Now, Two of Wands in reverse reflects hesitation. Okay, and the fear of the unknown. So, was your soulmate fearful? I don't really think. I'm not really picking up on that for you, Sagittarius. I really feel like they were very confident going forward with you, especially because you have the High Priestess energy in your past. They really trusted your intuition in the past, and they really were trying to like connect with you on that. So it indicates a misalignment with personal goals and a tendency to avoid change, highlighting the need for inner clarity and better planning. Okay, so if someone's avoiding changing and highlighting the need for inner clarity and better planning, yeah, I mean, whoa, what is that about? Okay, so the world. Again, that's the past. So what is this? This world energy, I think, is what's connected you in your past with your soulmate, probably what brought you together, and then the challenges faced that you faced together. Okay, so let's take a look here at this world card. Let's see here. Okay, world card. Wow. Okay. Cannot find the world card. Literally. I mean, we all know what the world means, right? We all know what the world symbolizes, right? It's a full circle. Here we go. Full circle moment. The world represents total achievement and fulfillment. This card signifies completion, joy, celebration, and harmonious unity in your personal journey. Okay, so they went on a journey to find you. You went on a journey to find them, and you connected and became together. Completion. okay? Unity, you two together, okay, in your personal journey. It often indicates a time of successful cultivation and blissful travel. Okay, so you are traveling on the road to life, or on the road of life, and they are traveling on the road of life, and then you two connect and you create this world together of what your lives together look like. Because you already know your life by yourself, they already have their lives by themselves, but what is this world what does this world look like when you're together? You have this beautiful like Christmas wreath here, okay? So when reversed, the world suggests an unfinished journey. It points to the need for personal closure or the presence of delays. This card warns against taking shortcuts and speaks to a sense of incompletion, urging patience and perseverance. Okay, so that's probably what you might have felt in the past, or maybe it's kind of sort of creeping up a little bit here for you, Sagittarius. Are you going into the new year with your person? Are you like, you know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at their present energy. Wow, Six of Wands. Coming home, victory here. Okay, celebration. And they have a wreath on their wand. Wow. Okay, so you're giving generously, you're trying to find the balance, and here they come in, Six of Wands, celebrating, okay? Spending time with you, being one with you, Sagittarius, okay? So let's take a look here at the Six of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay. I love this card because it's always like signifying a moment of triumph and public acclaim. It reflects victory and progress, marking a period where self-confidence leads to acknowledged success, celebrating achievements and leadership. All right. Now, in its reverse, though, the position of Six of Wands warns of egotism and the pitfalls of seeking approval. It speaks to a lack of recognition, confidence issues, or accomplishments that go unnoticed, urging a focus on genuine self-worth. And that's exactly what the Six of Gifts is like. It's like self-care, self-worth. They go hand in hand. All right, so I think what happened here is that, like, you both were dealing a little bit with, like, people who don't understand, like, you need the self-love and your person needs self-care. But together you guys can try to give that to each other, right? Or, like, that I think is, like, your ultimate goal is, like, try to make sure there's room for each of you in the relationship. Still maintain your individuality, but still have that connection of, like, you are my person, you are my person. Like, that sort of thing. So let's see what the future says here. Ooh, the Hermit card. Yeah. See, that's why I feel like Sagittarius, you're like, okay, I just want to stay home and just chill. And, like, I don't need to deal with everybody else's problems, everybody else's lack of, like, intuition and all of that. Like, I think your person is, like, on the same page as you about that. So let's see here. Hermit energy. Hermit. So the Hermit symbolizes a deep dive into soul searching and introspection. That's that full circle I was talking about, because at the start of this, you were the High Priestess, bringing in that subconscious, diving deep into your subconsciousness. And here your soulmate is bringing it in full circle in their future here. They're bringing the past into the future of your relationship, of your connection with them. They're starting to see, okay, it represents a quest for wisdom. Okay, that's also, intuition, right? And truth, intuition, achieved through solitude. Okay, subconscious, diving deep, doing inner work, shadow work. Okay, that is all about solitude, really. I mean, think about it. Then the meditations, okay? Who better to represent that than the High Priestess, right? She's one, like, motherfucking goddess of meditations, right? That's all she does, right? No, but the High Priestess does more than that. But this card encourages independence, inner guidance, and heightened consciousness. Okay. Now in reverse, the Hermit indicates. So yeah, basically, like, the Hermit in reverse is more like, they don't really do that, they don't really, like, spend time with introspections or meditations. The feeling of isolation and loneliness, it suggests a retreat from the world, Wow, look at that. Retreat from the connection. Retreat from what's connecting you and your soulmate. Wow. Leading to resignation and a sense of being lost. This card calls for reconnection with others and finding one's way back from emotional distance. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. That really speaks volumes here. Okay. Your soulmate Sagittarius is someone who really does love connecting with you, loves spending time with you, loves being a part of your world. Okay. So this reversal energy is sort of like saying that, like, I feel like the universe is sort of like speaking to you at this moment, Sagittarius, and really saying to you, like, this person isn't your soulmate if they don't want to even connect with you, if they don't even want to be a part of your world. Wow. Okay. So, interesting. I also feel like this kind of speaks to like the other energies at play here too a little bit, because when you think about it, if you've been like so deprived of like self-love and self-care, and your person is someone who wants you to have that, wants there to be that balance, but they're not leaving space for it, they're not leaving room for it, they're not giving you that you need, that is what you need, right, to connect with them. Sort of like a little bit of like lost individuality here. Or soulmate is someone who doesn't make you feel like that. So, okay, let's take a look here, because we have the world is what connected you in your past. So presently, what is connecting you to? Page of Cups. Wow, and you had the Knight of Cups in your future. Presently, what's connecting you is this Page of Cups. Okay, it's this emotional, strong message of a bond here. Okay, maybe your person is doing this sort of Page of Cups energy. You're doing this Page of Cups energy. What does that mean? I'll tell you. Okay, so let's see. The Page of Cups heralds a wave of creative and emotional opportunities, embodying curiosity and a joy of discovery. It signals intuitive insights and pleasant surprises, opening the heart to new love and the mind to imaginative possibilities. Wow. But in reverse, this card suggests emotional naivety and the facing of insecurities or disappointments. It highlights potential creative blocks or the need to mature in handling new ideas and emotional expressions. So what you and your person are very much in this open to heart new love and this mind of imaginative possibilities. You and your soulmate are much in tune and in alignment in that regard. What I feel like you're dealing with here is that there's other circumstances, there's other people that are not emotionally mature that I feel like are sort of interfering with your person and you, okay, and your connection. I think that they have a lot of creative blocks and they need a way to mature. They need new ways of handling things and they need new ways of expressing their emotions. Okay, so your ideal soulmate, right, is someone who already knows how to do that, already understands that, conceptualizes it, and makes it a present reality. Okay, now looking at your future is going to be interesting here because we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so again, a very mature woman, feminine energy, understands money, material gains, wealth, wants to build a fortune here, a legacy here. So let's take a look here at that Queen of Pentacles. A hardworking parent who balances home and financial needs with grace. So that's what the future is saying. The Queen of Pentacles embodies the essence of nurturing and practicality. Okay, something that you yourself, Sag, embrace. Now, she excels in providing financially and managing resources wisely. Often seen as a supportive working parent who balances home and financial needs with grace. That's very much you, Sag, to a T. So your person and you are together creating this energy essentially in the future and working towards that through creativity, through emotional balance. Okay, now reverse again, balancing work and home life, that work-life balance. Again, the emphasis of balance. Things could not be fully balanced here, potentially leading to self-centered behaviors or jealousy. It highlights the importance of self-care and financial independence. Again, there's that self-care we're talking about. uh, Cautioning against smothering or neglecting personal needs. Okay, I don't think you're smothering uh, anything. Okay, and I don't think you're neglecting either. But I feel like there is that imbalance that needs to be restored. Okay, and what's created that imbalance is the past energy that left you both in this place where you're not being around intuitive people, where you went and visited people that were like not being intuitive, not being smart with their decisions, and then that took a lot of time and energy and effort on your part and on your person's part, and now you're left feeling depleted. Okay, so I really do like to tie the reading together with like one final card, or something like that along those lines. So let me get you some positive metaphorical love affirmations, because I think you and your soulmate are definitely working together very hard to get things done and keep your connection alive and going. All right, Sag. So let's see here. Get some affirmations. Oh, look, there's you and your soulmate sitting on the swing together. Beautiful. With you, I feel protected and cherished. Wow, that could be a message for you, or that could be a message that you're giving. Okay, respect begins with me. Oh, I love that. Yeah. See, that's the thing, is like, I feel like over the holidays, I mean, it's still the holidays, but I feel like, Christmas Eve, Christmas, I feel like people weren't really respecting you a lot, Sag, and you were kind of getting annoyed with it. And then your person is like, okay, well, like, I respect the hell out of you, so I'm gonna show you that to you and prove that to you, and like vice versa. Okay, I'm always drawn to your heart's light. Oh, look at that, Sag. Okay, and let's nurture our love every step of the way. See, there's that path that you're sharing together. Okay, so this is all about going on the path together with your soulmate. Okay. So, and also rediscover what brings you joy. Okay, Sag. So you are stronger than you feel. Okay. Embrace who you are becoming. All right. And a brighter future awaits. Okay. Also, for those moms out there, release the need to fix everything, because it's not your job to fix everything. Okay, Sag. All right, those are my messages for you. Love and light always. Take care, Sag. Merry Christmas again, and Happy New Year. Bye. Oh, and happy birthday, right? Like, because you probably just had a birthday. All right, bye bye.